What's up, y'all? I am Chris Hayes 508, and today we got a very special guest. Please introduce yourself, tell us your name, where you're from, what you got going on.
I'm Jamar Majeed. I'm an upcoming rapper. I'm from North Carolina, and I have a new song out called "Oops, I Think I Like Him," which is the lead single from my upcoming project, 22, which should be out this summer. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because we're still in the process of making it. But it's a really good song. It's a viral, meme-worthy song, and it's been going viral on TikTok. So hopefully, you can hop up on a trend. And yeah, I'm very excited to talk about this upcoming project.
Well, congratulations on your viral song. That sounds very fun and it's part of your new project. Definitely looking forward to that. We're going to talk more about all that. We're going to find out more about your music, more about your journey, and a whole lot more. But before we get started, I want to officially welcome you to On the Spot. Thanks for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it so much. It's an honor to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Likewise, man. It's good to have you here, and I want to start getting to know more about you and your music. And the best place that I always like to start off with is your artist name. So tell the people again, what is your official artist name? Who gave it to you? Why did you choose it? Tell us a story about your name.
Well, it's actually a pretty funny story because my name is G4L. Jamar, my artist name, but I made it in high school because I used to be a big Rihanna fan. So my favorite song by her was G4L, and that used to be my
Mm,
Instagram handle. So
okay.
when I started making music at 18, I just made that my artist name, and I guess it kind of just stuck, and that's how I got the name G4L. Jamar.
Okay, see, that's why we love asking that question. You're a big Rihanna fan. You started making music at 18. We found out a lot just by asking your name. And I want to find out more about this musical journey that you've been on. So, and tell the people a little bit about what you do or how you describe it. So you started at 18. When did you actually start releasing music? Was it around that time? Is it somewhere more recently? Tell us like, I know you were a fan of Rihanna, but
Yeah.
how did you actually get into making music? Like, why did you get into it? And what's been your motivation to keep going, man?
So basically, I've always been a big fan of music since a child. I've never really thought about making it though, because I just thought, I don't know why I thought it was impossible. But when I turned 18, I just started downloading like BandLab and stuff. And I
Oh,
started, recording myself and actually realizing this is actually easy. And basically, I just realized I just have to have the personality and just to be myself and not overthink and just flow and vibe with the beat. And I just basically like enter other artists. I basically kind of mimic them and kind of
okay.
make it my own kind of sound. I did release music at 19. I released my first project at 19. And like I said, I've been recording since 18. And it's just been a journey. And honestly, I feel like I finally found my sound and I'm starting to stick with it because yeah, because I really want to be something beyond music as well. But music is just the start of my long career journey because I've also been a fan of movies as well too. Like I want to be an actor, but I also
Oh,
like music. So I'm starting off with music first, and hopefully that can transition me into acting.
absolutely. I mean, you got to have goals, you got to have dreams, and you're definitely chasing your dream. You're on your journey, like you said, and it's been a journey you've been developing. Started with an idea, and now you're making it happen. And I think it's very interesting how you describe just being yourself on the record and not worrying what anyone thinks. And I think those are very important pieces of advice, even though you weren't even meaning to give them. What someone's watching is going to take that. I feel like you get a lot of game. You're obviously studying yourself, studying other artists, figuring out what works and doesn't. So if there was an upcoming artist who's maybe 18, just like you were, what is one piece of advice you would give them about music or the business?
Just stay authentically yourself. Don't listen to other people and their negative opinions. And because your audience is your audience, what someone might not like, someone else will definitely like. Because it's billions of people in the world, so everyone's not going to connect with you, but there will be someone that can connect with you. So just stay yourself. Don't try to be someone else that you're not. Just be authentically yourself, and you will eventually find your sound in your audience, and just stick with it. It really just don't overthink it. Don't think you have to be this type of this. No, just be yourself, and it will work out for you.
Great, great. Another great piece of advice. Sharing with the people. You just gotta be yourself, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time for people to catch up, but people will catch up if you just stay in your lane. And I want to talk more about your lane and more about your new song and your project that's on the way. But I want to find out a little bit more about you outside of music. I know you make music, but just find a little bit about you and some of your interests. What are you into outside of music? I mean, do you like racing cars? Are you a bungee jumper? Do you like playing video games?
Mhm.
Like, what are you into?
Well, like I said, I've always been to movies and stuff ever since I was a kid. So I'm more into like acting too. So when I'm not
Okay.
making music, I'm also perfecting my acting skills and my acting classes because that's also something I also want to get into as well. So I'm just a big movie person, but I also like to hang out with friends, like go out and stuff like that. And I like to read too. I'm a big reader. But for the most part, I one of my main other hobbies is acting if I'm not doing music. Those are like the two things I'm always doing.
Okay, you're a big acting guy. I don't know why this popped in my head, but let me ask you a question. Who do you think's a better actor, Denzel or Will Smith?
Denzel.
Okay, all right, all right. What's your favorite Denzel Washington movie?
Ooh. Oh, Training Day. Yeah, I would
Ooh,
say Training Day. That was a really good
okay.
one.
Okay, all right, very cool. Now, music's also a big part of movies. The soundtrack, maybe you'll have your music in some soundtracks of a movie. That'd be a pretty,
That's
yeah,
definitely the go. It would
that
definitely happen.
that'd be
I'm
pretty.
also a big manifestation person, so if I manifest it, I definitely think it will happen.
Just gotta put it out there. Like I'm just saying that because music is a big part of movies, but it's a big part of everyone's life, including mine. I woke up listening to music today. So like when you wake up or you're driving or you're on a plane or whatever you're doing, who are your favorite artists? Let's make a list. Who are your top three favorite artists of all time? If you was on a plane and you could only listen to three artists on that plane ride, who would you listen to?
I would say Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. Those are like the top three people that I grew up listening to, and they've inspired me the most. Like those are the ones I actually studied the most, and I'm like, yeah, those three right there, undefeated. Definitely
Ooh.
want to be like on their level or even higher one day for sure.
Definitely. They've all sold hundreds of millions of records. Those you gotta study the great. If you want to be great, you gotta study the great. So a wise man said that one time. It wasn't me, but someone said that. You gotta study the greats and to become great. And that's exactly what you were doing is becoming great. You have to become great. You just takes a long time and you're
Yeah.
on your journey and you're here. And for the people watching, if they have not heard your music yet, what would be the first song you would want them to check out right now?
Well, definitely right now, Oops, I think I like him because that's the one that's popping right now. That's the one I got out right now. That's the one that's going viral. I definitely think you guys should check that song out. But I also got a project called Green Nostalgia that I did drop last year. If y'all do want to go back and listen to that as well, that also shows a little bit of my story and how I came up. And it's really just about my childhood and
Okay.
stuff like that. So yeah.
Green Nostalgia?
Yeah, that's what my
Okay.
first project is called, Green Nostalgia, and I love that project so much personally. This upcoming project that I'm making is similar to that, but it's more of me being like 22 and having fun and enjoying being 22 and just living in the moment and not overthinking. If
Mm.
that makes sense. And the Green Nostalgia is more of the past. 22 is more of the present.
So 22 is the name of the album too?
That's coming out. Yes, it's not
That's
out yet, but it's
okay.
coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's on the way. So you get the single out, you get the project out right now that came out last year. See a
Yes.
lot of stuff going on though. What's the next in 2026 for you beyond the album? Do you have any shows this summer? Any events, any singles, any collabs? What's next for you in 2026 besides the project?
Well, I definitely have. It's going to be a feature run starting in June. I have a whole bunch of features about to roll out, so y'all get to
Okay.
see a little bit of my personality and my freestyles and stuff like that. I don't have any shows booked yet, but I hope that we will get there eventually. But for the most part, just look forward to the music and the feature run, and let's hope to just keep this ball rolling. Let's just hope to keep it
Definitely.
moving.
I mean, I see you on the stages. You're definitely an entertainer. You're a performer, and I mean, you're making a lot of content, and you're staying really consistent with your content. I mean,
Yes.
it's very impressive. It's not easy to do. I notice it. People in the game notice it, man. So you're not waiting. I definitely see big things happen. You're collabing with people. I mean, your network and you got features. So, man, 20. So you're 21, turning 22.
I'm 22 now. I just turned 22 this year.
Okay, so the 22 project. So yeah, we gotta get the 22 project out. You're gonna be 22 for a little bit to let you know what it's like being 22, man. So I'm
Hmm.
I'm I'm looking forward to the project, and I'm looking forward
Thank
to seeing what's next for you, bro. Because your content, you got a big personality, you a
you.
character, you got a lot of charisma, and I want to
Hmm.
thank you for coming through, man, and sharing your story. Just giving us a quick introduction into who you are and what you're about. Now, listen, we have a couple minutes left. Before we go, take your time. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you want to talk about? Is there any shout outs you want to give or anything else you want to say to the people?
All I just wanted to say to my fans really quick, I thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for being patient with me because I know I'm an independent artist and I'm doing this all on my own with no management or nothing. So I know I'm not moving as fast as other artists, but trust me, I will get there because I am a one man show. So I really appreciate you guys so much. Just keep blowing up. Oops, I think I like him, and y'all just gonna keep seeing me get bigger and bigger. This time next year, we gonna be on bigger stages. Trust me, mark my words. But I do want to thank you so much for even having me and reaching out to me because clearly I'm doing something right for you to even notice me and see what I got going on. So thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Thank you for the kind words. I mean, you're staying consistent with your content. You're very creative, entertaining. Like you said, you're just at the beginning of your journey. And a year from now, we'll look back at this interview as a time capsule
Yeah.
of sorts. So I think it's very cool. Acknowledging the fans and the team is growing. And again, I want to thank you very much for coming through. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I gotta thank, I know really but I gotta thank everyone watching the show. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching the show and supporting the artist, man. I want to put his name down below. Make sure to go give him a follow. And you guys already know what it is, guys. I'm Chris Hayes 508. This is on the spot. We're gonna see y'all on the next episode. Let's go.